Hey guys, the boxing match between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis is now in doubt after its organizer, Most Valuable Promotions, withdrew its request from the Georgia Athletic Commission to hold the event and allow for rule exceptions. This was confirmed by the head of the regulatory body, Rick Thompson, who explained that the main obstacle preventing the fight, originally scheduled for November 14 in Atlanta, is the weight difference between the two fighters. I believe the public should know about this because they announced something they shouldn't have. Most likely, they assessed the situation and realized that the weight gap was too big to get approval, Thompson told USA Today Sports. In hopes of staging the fight, Most Valuable Promotions had requested a rule exception regarding the allowable weight difference between Paul and Davis. Paul weighed 199.5 pounds in his last bout, while Davis came in at 133.75 pounds. The commission was set to meet on Thursday to review the request. Approval required 3 out of 5 votes, but Thompson, as chairman, strongly opposed any relaxation of the rules. However, the commission will still grant approval for the event if the main fight is canceled. "We would like the undercard to still take place in Georgia. We think the fans would find that interesting," Thompson explained. In March of this year, Gervonta Davis, the WBA lightweight world champion, narrowly avoided his first loss of his career when he fought to a draw against fellow American Lamont Roach. In the 9th round, Tank went down on one knee, saying he needed to wipe oil from his eyes that had dripped from his hairstyle. The referee did not count it as a knockdown, allowing Davis to keep his title. In June, Jake Paul earned his 12th professional victory, defeating former middleweight world champion Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. by unanimous decision. Meanwhile, Dana White revealed that he is currently in talks with former two-division UFC champion Conor McGregor regarding a potential appearance at the promotions event in the White House. "We're constantly in touch, and he said, 'I'm dead serious about this. I'm training and I'm already in the testing pool.'" So guys, we're waiting for Conor's comeback, but will it be against Michael Chandler or someone else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Former UFC bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley once again spoke about a potential fight with Chinese fighter Song Yadong. "I like this fight. It makes sense. I'm healthy, I feel good, I've been training like crazy, and again, I really like this matchup. So me versus Song, if that's what's next, then hell yeah," O'Malley said on his YouTube channel. Former UFC heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier isn't sure if Ilia Topuria is a big enough name to share the ring with Terence Crawford. The UFC heavyweight champion once again called out Crawford after the American defeated Saul Alvarez by unanimous decision last weekend, becoming the undisputed world champion in a third weight class and taking all the super middleweight titles from the Mexican star. Crawford dismissed Ilia Topuria's call-out, saying he doesn't even know who he is. He also added that Topuria cannot be compared to former two-division UFC champion Conor McGregor, who earned $100 million when he stepped into the ring against Floyd Mayweather in 2017. Cormier said, "What Conor did going that many rounds with Floyd Mayweather, that's probably one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in combat sports. The same goes for Francis Ngannou lasting with Tyson Fury. I expected Fury to deal with him the way Anthony Joshua did, but I think both Mayweather and Fury know how to make sure their opponents last just long enough to make it look competitive and entertaining," Cormier said on the Good Guy Bad Guy show with Chael Sonnen. Nevertheless, Cormier noted that Crawford is at least responding to Topuria's callouts, which means the Georgian fighter may eventually secure that fight. Ilia is definitely using some of Conor's playbook, but you have to be a superstar, and he's not quite there yet. I think that's what will prevent him from getting this fight right now. But on the other hand, if you're Terence Crawford, who spent his entire career chasing big fights, could a matchup with Ilia Topuria be that big event? Who else could bring Crawford a new audience and new fans, besides Topuria? There's actually more sense in it than usual, especially since Terence respects the UFC and knows who Topuria is. He could have just ignored him, but he didn't, the former WFC champion added.